Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Lauren Maloney. First at 6. Just hours ago, the city of Burlington released the police body camera video from the March 11th ICE raid and riots in South Burlington. The release comes weeks after South Burlington police and state police shared their body camera videos from that very day. It shows plenty of tense moments between BPD officers and protesters. ABC 22's Matt Holderman has been combing through the video for us tonight, and he's live from the newsroom. So, Matt, what do we have so far tonight?
Well, Lauren, there have been a couple of interactions in question for weeks now between a few Burlington police officers and certainly a few protesters, and we can now see what happened much more clearly in some of these cases. A quick warning for everyone at home, the video that you're about to see might be disturbing to some viewers.
Stuff's starting to look wrong.
The city of Burlington releasing police body camera footage from the March 11th ICE raid on Dorset Street Thursday afternoon. A grand total of more than 10 hours of video.
I'm with you, LT.
The most tense moments of the day happened between 6 and 6:30 p.m. First around 6 o'clock when ICE agents, after getting a warrant, went into the house and detained the 3 individuals.
Hey, back up, back up.
Later on, when an ICE vehicle tried leaving the scene, you can see multiple Burlington police officers telling protesters to back up and move out of the way, one officer shoving a person to the pavement. You can also see the ICE vehicle bump into a few of the protesters and BPD officers as it was trying to leave. Moments later, one protester throws an umbrella at a group of BPD officers, and they then detain her and one other protester who tried getting between her and the officers. Then another person who says the woman detained was his girlfriend also fell to the ground, telling officers that he needed help.
Please, 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 please help me. I got asthma. I got asthma, man. I got asthma.
A minute or two later, maybe 50 feet away from here, officers tried taking one of the detainees away, and Officer Julian Gonzalez can be seen on camera here shoving protesters out of the way and throwing one woman to the ground. That same woman testified at Burlington City Council weeks later, saying this moment gave her a concussion and forced her to miss work.
I'm self-employed. I've been out of work for 2 weeks thanks to this. I am having night terrors and facing a lot of PTSD ahead of me.
After the shoving incident, you can hear Officer Gonzalez being told by one of his fellow officers to take a break and step away from the action.
Take a back seat for a minute. You're done. Take a back seat for a minute.
Mayor Emma Mulvaney-Stanik's office says interim Burlington Police Chief Sean Burke is expected to make his final decision on the use of force review by the end of the month. So in a couple of weeks, we could find out if there will be any disciplinary action taken by BPD against any of their officers who were on scene. And the mayor also shared a statement on the release of the footage today. She writes in part, quote, "I want to thank our community for its patience as the city finalizes its review of the March 11th incident. I understand the public's expectation for timely transparency, especially in incidents involving use of force, and I know many have been waiting for the release of this footage. The timing of this release reflects the need for our review and oversight processes to proceed thoroughly and independently," end quote. And Mulvaney-Stanik adds that she looks forward to sharing some additional updates about everything that happened and their review in the coming weeks. If you tune in later tonight, I will have even more footage from March 11th available and edited, but certainly these were some of the standout moments. And we also have the full, raw, unedited footage on our website for you. That is mychamplainvalley.com. Reporting live in the newsroom, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.